motherfuckers. You motherfuckers.
Also, we should say, John, are we doing it?
Let's start.
Okay, yeah.
John is
that
gone.
was great. I don't want to miss out on that stuff.
I think that's pretty good.
That was good stuff.
You're a good boy tier.
Good boy tier.
Yeah.
All right. Coming in strong here. Welcome to Hate Watch.
I didn't know we were recording, so don't you dare.
Welcome to Hate Watch.
It's almost worse as a private goof.
Connor, you recently went hiking with your family.
Hiking. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like a 60-pound backpack, and it's like a 2-day trip up.
Interesting.
Yeah, you break up in 2 days.
Didn't you get sap in your hair?
I got sap in my hair, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No John today.
No John.
He's in Pittsburgh.
He's in heaven.
That's what he says.
That's what he said. You know, he was going to... Well, first off, we should let the listeners know John went to the airport today with a Ted Kaczynski shirt on.
Yeah.
Got on an airplane with a Ted Kaczynski shirt. Somehow TSA didn't bother him, but then Connor did point out that he doubts that a lot of the black TSA people
Inglewood.
really know who...
Yo, is that Ted Kaczynski?
I mean,
Not Kaczynski heads, usually.
they're not really Kaczynski heads. Yeah. But...
They did confiscate his...
If they found out his thoughts on Jews, they'd love Ted.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
He was also pretty racist, though, actually, Kaczynski.
Against blacks, too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he was like sort of
This is your favorite guy,
early...
right?
No, I think it's a fascinating story.
You are
I think he's a
fascinated
bad
by him.
guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like an early adopter of like anti-DEI hire stuff. So, you know, he nothing like too personal about it. And then when he met the Oklahoma City bomber in jail...
Yeah.
I spaced on his fucking name.
Yeah.
That's... Timothy
McVeigh.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, so they went to ADX Florence Supermax together, and they had, 20... It was like 23 hours isolation, but they had like 1 hour every so often where they could go outside, and McVeigh and Kaczynski would hang out.
They'd cook up.
Wow, what a fucking meeting of the
Yeah,
minds. That's
I
like if
know.
like Michael Jordan was in prison and Kobe came in.
It almost feels like Magneto being in prison with like Mystique or something, you know?
It does. It feels like this can't be right. Like, why would you let these two masterminds like collab? It's like, I don't trust that. If I am the running that prison, I go, we can't let them be around each other.
Yeah.
But then, so anyways, though, Kaczynski, like, they hung out, and Ted ended up writing a letter to somebody being like, yeah, so I met McVeigh. An interesting character. Didn't go too deep into his ideas on, like, race and stuff.
He had some quirks.
He had some quirks.
Kind of silly guy.
But so even though he was like he was like still then distancing himself from McVeigh a little bit on the racial stuff. So he wasn't nearly as racist as McVeigh. So defending Kaczynski a little bit.
Right. Got you.
And then, that's the last I'll say.
That's the last you'll get into that. But yeah, so John wore a Kaczynski shirt, which was just very funny. But it's also like, come on, it's like...
He was wearing McVeigh socks, too. They didn't see those, though. They didn't do a sock check on him.
They didn't do a sock check.
No, he's wearing McVeigh socks.
But yeah. So John's in Pittsburgh. He was going to rent a...
motorcycle.
He was going to rent a motorcycle so he could fucking shred through Amish country, dude.
The hell is he talking about?
And then he found out it's like $2,000 to
Yeah.
rent a motorcycle or something. And
The deposit.
The deposit.
And he's like, I can't risk that, dude. I'm not going to do the deposit.
Yeah.
That's how much the motorcycle is his entire personality, is that he like thinks he's not whole.
He can't be in a new place without it. Yeah.
He's walking around like, these motherfuckers don't know I ride on a motorcycle.
He'll be telling everybody.
Yeah.
Make no mistake.
It's that meme of the guy in the corner and be like, these people don't know.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, we all know, you only fucking talk about that.
You don't shut up about it.
You don't shut up about it.
I will say, every time he goes anywhere on a little trip or whatever, and he's, I'm going to, Joshua Tree, or I'm going here or there. I always, in the back of my mind, I'm like, you're going back to Palm Springs to have more gay sex.
Yeah. He's finding the gay clubs in Pittsburgh.
He's in Palm Springs. I think he just goes back to Palm Springs.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll be in Pittsburgh.
He's like DMing fans in Pittsburgh, being like, can you just send me like B-roll of Pittsburgh stuff I can post to my story?
Oh, man. Well, anyways.
He's like, guys, you won't believe this. Catlin the animal is in Pittsburgh. It's unbelievable. This guy's everywhere.
John would love Catlin the animal.
Yeah.
Like, remember those two guys I was twerking on out in Palm Springs? I don't know how the hell, but they're in Pittsburgh. They're at the wedding.
We go, who's getting married? He goes, it's Diego Sands. He's the best man at Diego Sands and Catlin the Animal's wedding.
He's the officiant.
He's the officiator.
And you're going to fucking Mexico, so we're pre-recording too. You guys are a bunch of fucking trip-taking bozos.
I can't stop going on trips, man. It's really fucking ruining
Meanwhile,
my life.
me sit here just bogged down. Just a nonstop workhorse. Never get to leave town. Can't go anywhere. Just got to keep having fun and drinking with my friends in town.
Yeah, it's torture to be here.
It sucks, man.
Yeah.
I need to take a trip.
Yeah.
I think I deserve a trip.
I agree.
You've been on a million trips.
A million trips, and I will say every single trip, I have more fun home in LA than I do on the trip.
Yeah, that is usually how it goes.
I'm just kind of like, it's fine.
It's because we don't have your bros to chug with.
Yeah,
we
I need my bros to chug with.
Let's do a trip together is the move.
Yeah, we all
being
gotta do a
anywhere
trip.
without a bro to chug with really sucks ass.
My biggest nightmare.
Without a bro to chug with.
Yeah.
God.
A bro to chug with.
Without a bro to chug with.
That's an incredible Simon and Garfunkel song.
Yeah.
A bro to chug with. Man, did you guys... Well, speaking, we were talking about McVeigh and Kaczynski, two domestic terrorists. Tomorrow, two domestic terrorists will be sitting down and having a conversation with each other. Joe Rogan is interviewing Donald Trump tomorrow, and let me tell you, I didn't know Hitler could interview Hitler. Okay? All right, folks.
Oh, Kamala's coming at you.
What is this, like Stalin interviewing Hitler?
What
What?
did they get to talk
You
about?
think when they meet each other, they're both going to point at each other like the Spider-Man meme?
Yeah.
And be like, well, I'm evil too. Joe Rogan, obviously one of the worst people there is
Yeah,
on Earth.
couldn't agree more.
Interviewing fucking Heimler or Himmler. Himmler. I don't know. A lot of people they get off to knowing all of the German Nazi generals and
Hey, listen,
bad people.
we're not a history pub.
I don't really buy into that. I think knowing too much about history is a red flag.
Yeah.
I don't care about your knowledge of dates and generals and tank drivers and all that shit.
I would rather be obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I think that's the same level as embarrassment.
I mean, listen, and maybe I'm just coming from the standpoint of people got very upset at me when I said Dresden was a great thing one time on
Did
Lemon
you?
Party.
Oh, did you actually?
Yeah, because I thought it was necessary. I thought we had to bomb the shit out of the German civilians to show Hitler that could happen to him too.
Yeah.
It's the cost of war.
But people were like, that's a war crime, yada, yada, yada.
Boo-hoo.
Why? Because the bombs
Let
were
me
too...
tell you this much. This is the political guy that doesn't know which side he's on. I'll tell you this: if Hitler was decided to back Kamala, you would take it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of war criminals backing Kamala.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if Hitler was one of them, the Dems would be excited about that.
They'd be bragging about it.
They
They would. They would actually brag about
I
it.
genuinely have seen a narrative recently where people keep fags, just fags,
Okay.
keep saying they're on online, and these fags, they keep saying, "I am so disappointed in George Bush."
Are you on fake Twitter?
Yeah, what's going on with George Bush? I don't know.
Can't believe George W. Bush hasn't backed Kamala yet.
What?
These people need another war. They go, we got Dick Cheney, we got Liz Cheney.
Yeah.
Why hasn't the retard war criminal
But why
backed
hasn't
Kamala?
he, actually?
Because maybe he's smarter than the rest.
Yeah, but it actually makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense, but
He's eating wings.
I just think it's
and-
very funny that's where they're at. Mm-hmm. The Dems. The Dems!
Kamala's a slay queen. Now watch me hit this drive. Let me fucking tease off. That's one of the coolest videos of all time.
He's a cool guy. And he likes having fun and chilling.
Yeah.
It's like, why would he? He's not trying to get mixed up in this fucking nonsense.
No.
No.
What was he, like the president or something?
I can't wait for this shit to be over. It's really crazy.
Yeah, it's so soon.
It's really intense.
Yeah.
But who gives a shit? We got better things going on. We got Nate Diaz versus Brendan Schaub. Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, who do you vote for on that? That's what I care about.
Okay, so something has been going on. Things have been happening. Things are in motion. Nate Diaz tweeted, Brendan the big old pussy Schaub.
For seemingly no reason.
For no reason, just
Yeah,
out
out
of
of
nowhere.
context, really, yeah.
And then he played a new Ice Cube song, which
Which is pretty fun, actually.
is it a good song?
I kind of enjoyed it.
Cool.
I won't listen to it on my own, but when it pops up on my Twitter, I'll go, okay, yeah.
Good for Cube. Yeah, I'm more of a water guy. You know, at 50 Cent, I call him 25 Cent.
Why don't you take a hike?
I just can't believe that tomorrow fucking the worst person on earth is interviewing Donald Trump. And then Nate
More like
Diaz,
Donald Chump.
Drumpf. And then Nate Diaz goes, "I'd think you'd be surprised."
Oh no, that's after. So
That's after the Schaub response.
Yeah, so he tweets the first thing for like, it seems kind of random. Also, I will say real quick,
I'm Team Schaub.
I've heard
Nate
it.
Diaz.
Me
I love
too.
Schaub. I love Nate Diaz, but like, I feel bad for Brendan, and come on.
Well, it's like picking on like a mentally deficient child.
he's a fucking shit talker though too.
If Brendan Schaub and Nate Diaz were to fight, you think there'd be a moment when Nate Diaz is hammer fisting him and his skull cracks open and everyone's like, "There's nothing in it."
It's like the Lost Ark.
It's empty.
It just starts melting Nate Diaz's face.
It would be crazy if like he just got beaten to a pulp, but the ref's like, I don't know how to call this. He's got nothing in his brain. Is he technically still going? I don't know.
Yeah, literally nothing changes.
Meanwhile, though, he does get knocked out like by a gust of wind at this point. So it's like he must have something that gets knocked out up there. I don't know what it is. But it can't be a brain.
He might be one knockout away from
Yeah.
being the smartest man that's ever lived. What if he gets hit so hard he comes up and he's just like a mathematician, greatest comedian that's ever walked the planet?
I would love that. But so real quick, I just want to. So Nate Diaz was accused of calling him a pussy because he was crying about Shane Carwin, his old friend who was a UFC legend. He now has CTE to the point where he used to be an engineer. He now has CTE to the point where he can't even like hold a job as like a bartender.
Damn.
So
Oh my God.
So Schaub was crying about that, and some people were like theorizing that Nate called him a pussy because of that. I don't think
Because he's crying about his friend?
Yeah.
Who doesn't know how to
He's got
pour
severe
drinks?
brain damage, and they would spar each other to the point where they'd be like puking, and they couldn't figure out how to drive home. That's a real thing.
Wow.
And so, if Nate was calling him a pussy for that, that's crazy to do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I am against that, but
Well, Nate Diaz is the greatest of all time, in my opinion.
I love him.
Fighter?
Yeah, no, I mean, I just love that guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I just love the guy. What a moment. What a moment, the you'd be surprised moment.
Yeah.
Or I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, motherfucker. I fucking knew Moonlight would beat La La Land.
I knew that was a fake out, man.
Cinephile Nate Diaz, classic episode of the show. Can never get that out of my mind. Nate Diaz being obsessed with movies. Honora is one of the greatest films I've ever seen. Motherfucker inspired me in the middle of the movie. I got inspired. I wanted to go be great myself, man. Okay, so Brendan Schaub here. This is Schaub responding to Nate, and once again, I am Team Schaub. I don't really feel bad. I don't think about him, but like. I appreciate that Schaub he's stick to his guns. He didn't move. Probably because Joe Rogan refuses to let him move to Austin. He probably told the mayor of Austin, "Do not."
He's barred from the state of
He's actually
Texas.
banned from the state.
Yeah.
But I just like that he's still doing his thing. He gets views. He gets way more views than fucking us and everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that talk shit about him.
I can't keep track of how many shows he has.
So many
So
shows.
it's the Schaub show. He just still does fighting
That's
the kid.
these guys' strategy was to just make as much money as possible with like 30 shows as opposed to make one good.
Yeah. So he has the Schaub show,
And then he's
Fighting the
got
Kid.
Fighting the Kid, and then
the one with D'Elia and Eric Griffin.
right,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
the one with the Lee and Eric Griffin.
He had Food Truck Diaries, which he stopped doing, but that was him just like interviewing people at a food truck, and it was kind of like it was ripping off Hot Ones, kind of. Then he also had he has an MMA show, and then he has one more that I can't think of right now.
He's a fucking. I mean,
He's a workhorse.
He
Oh, a
works.
truck show about off-road trucks.
He loves off-road trucks. He tells you how to flip them.
It's about fire trucks. He's like, they're big and red and make a lot of sound.
Also, I like trains.
A fireman seeing Brendan Schaub like clap for the truck, and they get out and they give him a little like Troy hat, you know.
He chases the garbage man. They're like, okay, you want to put one in? Throw it in the back.
So let's. This is Brendan Schaub. This is the Schaub show, and he sits alone. It's hard. To
I
do.
think this is the best one too.
It's hard
Schaub
to do a
show. I think
solo.
Schaub show is the best
Well,
one.
I want him to go off. Like I want to hear I just want to hear the inner workings of his mind alone. I don't want him to throw things off somebody else.
I don't want someone to correct his grammar.
I don't need somebody there to fucking help him. I want us to see it all raw. So this is Schaub, the
Great.
Schaub show. I guess this
Yeah,
is
absolutely love it.
He took his kid to practice.
Outside
or
that,
something.
man, big fight weekend. I mean, we can jump right into it. Some of you, especially the new viewers, you're probably tuning in. Oh, how's Brendan responding to
What are the new? Like, what constitutes a new viewer of?
There's no such thing.
The Brendan Schaub.
Also, it's like, who's getting into the show now? It's like
Who's a new?
Nobody.
Are there people out there like? Have you heard of this guy Brendan Schaub? He's a really funny podcaster.
No, in my head, it's like everyone of his fans was there from the ground floor, and they've only just fallen off since. Who's coming in?
I don't know. I feel like everyone just watches for the train wrack at this point, but we'll see. He's got new
not a
viewers.
long rant here. I've never had issues with the guy.
Nate,
Even with the Showtime
what
stuff.
issues has he had?
So at the Conor Mayweather fight, I think it was at the event, at that fight, or at an event that happened immediately after or something, Schaub was talking to Nate. And so the video starts, there's video of this. We can watch it. Schaub is talking to Nate. Somebody's like filming with their phone. And Schaub is like, yeah, but are you telling me he didn't win some rounds? To Nate Diaz, and Nate's like, "Yeah, because you don't understand boxing. That's what you think.
Oh, I
Because
think
you're
I've
fucking
seen that.
ignorant,
I think I've
dude."
seen that. Yeah.
And then, like, so he
Fucking ignorant motherfucker.
He's like, "That's your lack of knowledge, dude."
You're fucking ignorant motherfucker.
And then, so
You don't appreciate the work of Barry Jenkins, motherfucker.
You don't fucking understand. Gordon Willis is the GOAT, motherfucker.
Cassavetes,
Godfather cinematography is
motherfucker.
unbelievable. Woman under the influence, bitch. Woman under the influence, motherfucker. One of the greatest films of all time. Gina Rollins, bitch.
I'd love to see Nate Diaz in the Criterion Closet.
Yeah, why don't you look at my letterbox, motherfucker?
follow me on Letterboxd.
Follow me on letterbox, motherfucker.
Sean Baker's just getting started, motherfucker.
Some people think this
The
ain't
generational talent, motherfucker.
generational talent, bitch. He gets the most out of people you would never expect.
The Safties wish they could do what he does, motherfucker.
The Shafties are fucking wannabe Sean Bakers, motherfucker. Who gives a shit? Shafties, all they did was get a couple up close shots of some ugly Jews, motherfucker. Sean Baker goes for it, bitch. Sean Baker's the Jane Goodall of ratchet culture, motherfucker.
That's awesome.
This is your first time joining.
I've never been part of that. Yeah.
You're the first. This is the first time being a part of Cinephile Nate Diaz.
Yeah, it's fun.
Welcome aboard.
So far we have Cinephile Nate Diaz and Cinephile Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan also. Yeah, we're a pretty one-note show here.
Hey, they're not gay entities, so shut the fuck up.
That's right.
bro.
We have two. We have two bits.
But what if he was? What if Nate Diaz was a gay entity? That's thousands.
I would
of years
like to,
old.
we're going to explore that for $20 a month on Drunk Week.
I'm writing it down.
But so the end of that fight, where Nate's like, "You're ignorant about boxing," Schaub goes, he ends up getting a little like mad, and he goes like, "Well, he teed off on you. He teed off on you."
Ooh.
Right? And then he starts walking away real quick, which is understandable because like that would turn into a fist fight.
Right.
Because Nate will fucking fight anybody. And
Kill him.
I don't know. He's way bigger and he's a fucking black belt.
Nate Diaz would utterly destroy Brendan Schaub.
I actually don't think so.
What?
In
You wouldn't
boxing-
take him to the ground?
Fucking Schaub is a 250-pound black belt in jiu-jitsu. I don't think that would be good. In boxing, Nate would kill him. But so anyways,
I guess
Schaub,
Brendan Schaub tells a joke and the whole place explodes.
that's his finishing move.
Because he's bombing,
yeah.
right, folks?
I
It's
got
Mortal
it.
Kombat fatality.
Right?
Yeah.
That was good.
That's good.
I'm a fucking comedy god.
I'm starting to think I'm the smartest man that's ever lived.
I'm so much better than everybody. Anyway, go on, Joseph.
Oh, fuck.
I
was just soaking that in.
You were just
when
so
you sit
involved.
in John's chair, you kind of forget
You start
that you're
falling asleep,
podcasting.
yeah.
You gain his thoughts.
You just start gazing into the distance.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, we're on a fucking podcast, dude. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was thinking about my motorcycle, Devan.
It's no thoughts in the sound of a motorcycle revving, and it's like white noise and puts him to sleep.
But so Schaub call. He goes, hey. He teed off when you starts walking away, and then Nate starts going like, "Yeah, I think you're a bitch, fucking pussy. Remember your career, bitch." So he just said, "We don't have a history. They do.
They do. Okay,
Anyway,
gotcha.
I think he genuinely doesn't remember.
that's a true possibility.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
That caught me off guard. For those of you who don't know, I mean, how long ago was that? I mean, when Conor fought Floyd.
Oh, so he's
I'm a retard.
I was paid by Showtime.
I'm the retard.
Around there. I was paid by Showtime to sell the public that Conor has a chance. Not that he was going to win, but he has a chance. That was my job. That's what I was paid for. I was the Conor expert. Still am. Love the guy, right? Hopefully he fights soon. Probably not. So that was my narrative. And Conor does his thing. I guarantee he'd land a punches, which isn't a crazy statement and very obvious in a boxing match, no matter how lopsided you think it is. And I was leaving after doing my job, and I was walking.
It's a
and the
lopsided
entire
situation.
He has so many of
arena
those. in
pro
this.
Floyd, pro boxing. There was no familiar faces, so it's
If you look closely, you can see two crutches holding up his tongue.
not awkward for me because my Showtime boys are there, Brian Daly, everyone's there, and they're walking with me in the back, and I see Nate, and I'm like, oh, thank God, another UFC guy, alumni, yes. And I go to say what's up, and you just start talking shit. You know, his own
I'm a
insecurities. I
homeless
don't know what's
cat,
going on there. That was a weird one. So yeah, so I was
Clocking
like,
into
whatever.
change, motherfucker.
Probably 3 weeks before that, ran him to Whole Foods. It was cool. So that's why I was like, oh, another, he's still cool. So, he's like a rattlesnake, hot and cold. All good. None of that bothers me. And then
He's a rat snake caught in the cold.
he tweets out, I think on Friday, driving my son to baseball practice, and a buddy or maybe my brother was like, oh God, here goes Nate Diaz again. I'm like, what? For what? And he put Brendan the big old pussy Schaub with a crying emoji. Okay. And this, I assume, and most people tell me that it's in response to me getting emotional over my friend of 20 years who I owe most of my
I think it's
UFC
because I told him I didn't grasp Dr. Trivago all that well. And he's just like, yeah, I'm just not much of a lean head, and it really sent Nate into a spiral.
Yeah. Nate was really pissed off that I didn't appreciate Zola.
I thought it was like a little derivative. They could have taken the story further, a waste of good
It
casting.
ended a little too quick.
Kind of ended when the tweet thread ends, and it leaves a lot of like open endings to it. And that really just pissed Nate off.
Yeah, Nate.
Because I told Nate my favorite movie was Casino Royale. So, it kind of just spiraled.
Nate told me to check out Brooklyn with
Saoirse
Ronan, and I just
he nails Saoirse Ronan too. He says it perfectly.
Saoirse Ronan.
He's like Saoirse Ronan, one of my favorite actresses.
So what happened to Brendan's friend?
Oh, so that's the Shane thing that I was talking about. And by the way, if Nate was doing that about that, that's fucked.
It's mean.
Yeah, that's very mean.
The guy he's a legend, and I love Shane. Everybody loves Shane. He's like one of the most beloved fighters. Just an engineer.
Yeah.
And he like basically knocked out Brock Lesnar, ended up gassing out and getting tapped. But so if it was about that, shame on you, Nate, you little fucking rascal.
Whoa.
But yeah, so Schaub cried about that, rightfully so. That's very sad. And then Nate, tweeted out, the big old pussy Schaub, cry face. Now maybe it was about that.
It might have been.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got more here. Let's see what Brenda has to
he
say.
paid for me when I couldn't afford the gym, couldn't afford private lessons, and we came up together. He became interim heavyweight champ. I became top 10 in the world, and we both started when he had one fight, I had none. So he's experiencing some of the the worst side effects of.
Was Brendan top 10 in the world as a fighter at one point?
Yeah, there used to be like, two
15
good
fighters.
heavyweights.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's still cool.
No, it's actually amazing. That's actually very impressive.
How much money do you think he made fighting?
He was getting paid, I think, like at the end of his career, maybe like $200K a fight max.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, and that's probably max.
Jesus.
Okay, that's way lower.
Could
than
be
I was
wrong,
gonna say.
but I would guess.
Dana White is a demon from hell.
He's
isn't he?
evil, yeah.
What a horrible guy he is.
I mean, Chad's not a star.
Yeah, but still.
Oh,
don't
Dana's
these-
a fucking lizard.
all
though.
these, none of these guys get paid what they should.
Oh
right?
yeah. No, they don't.
Yeah, it's sick.
Not even my boy Kelvin.
Oh, Gastelum, you're a huge fan of Connor.
Yeah, my best friend.
So, hey, commenters, guess what? Next time you want to talk shit about Connor, Kelvin Gastelum is one of his biggest fans. So shut the fuck up.
That's right.
That's right.
And Matty Rat likes you. Kelvin Gastelum likes you. I'm running out
That's
of
all that
names.
matters.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
But so, what the hell? What? John's chair is infecting me.
You start balding.
Do you remember what I was talking about right before that?
Gun to my head. No.
Insane. What? Devin, do you?
No,
You don't.
no.
Well, let's just keep watching.
Keep watching Brendan
Yeah.
Schaub talk about this.
Dedicating his life. To
Oh, we're talking about how much
mixed
money
martial
Schaub
arts.
makes and,
Oh, yeah.
and how
That-
Dana
that
White's
was
an
a
evil
rough
person.
guess.
Yes, it doesn't
We
matter.
can keep
Yeah,
going.
we can keep going.
So me getting emotional about that, I guess that makes me a big old pussy.
Well, what is he emotional about? His friend he can't speak and he's shitting blood. And
Yeah, is there a video of Schaub crying about that?
Yeah.
What happened to his friend? His friend just is like retarded kind of now.
So he used to be a brilliant engineer, and he would work as an engineer while fighting in the UFC. One of the best heavyweights ever. Then now his brain is so damaged that
Now
he
he's-
can't.
What an insane Monday back at work
Wow.
for that guy.
I know.
You fight and then you come back
You
and
just come
build
back.
like buildings and shit.
An engineer? You mean like I'm assuming like a software engineer.
Oh no, I think like an actual like full blown engineer.
Okay.
What do engineers do? They make like rocket ships.
There's different types, but yeah,
What is
that's
an
some-
engineer?
like I guess like a rocket.
No
there
one
are
really
rocket
knows.
engineers.
No one knows.
There's like electrical engineers.
There's like electric
They make engines.
currents and they
Some make
develop.
engines.
They
Yeah.
do make engines.
but then what's a
right?
mechanic then?
But then what mechanics
do
don't make
maintenance.
engines.
They
They
design
fix-
it.
they
Okay,
fix
engineers
engines.
design them.
Yeah.
Engineers design the
Design
engine,
them.
and then they go, "Hey, it's in your hands, mechanics."
Your problem now.
Engineers, they always have a day where they go, "It's now yours, mechanics." They say goodbye to the
kiss
engine. They go, "I
kiss
bid
you.
you adieu."
They go, goodbye.
They go, "Farewell."
Have fun with the mechanic.
Farewell, engine. You're in the hands of mechanics now.
I did a bad job on you. Have fun.
Might be a crash for this one. Goodbye.
Don't know how I did on that engine. Thank God it won't come back to me.
Not my best engine. Goodbye.
Not my best engine.
A little bit of a lemon. Bye-bye.
Not my best engine. Guy saying that.
Fuck you, mechanics.
Sorry, mechanics, but you'll make a lot of money in the long run fixing my engines. Engineers, they're all dressed. They have like top hats, like monocles. They're twirling canes. They're like, "Goodbye, engine."
Nah,
I
yeah.
miss my engine.
He's wearing they're wearing like the steampunk hat with like gears on it and the goggles on top.
He's all frowning at home, and his wife's like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "Miss my engine."
It's like Poor Things. The engine's out just like fucking people and like learning how to be sentient.
Gerard Carmichael shows up, ruins the movie.
Ruins the engine.
Nate Diaz. Gerard Carmichael, man, fucked up the fucking movie, man.
Poor Things was pretty good till they brought some fucking nobody actors in, man. Poor Things was pretty good until they fucking just gave like the acting jobs to some fucking comedians, man.
Carmichael was supposed to like reveal humanity, man, and he let it fall flat, man.
That is every single movie. There's always like now these days. There's always one forced element of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I like Gerard enough, but like he's a bad actor.
Terrible.
What movie?
Terrible actor.
Poor Things.
What is that?
It's
Poor
the
Things
Emma
was the
Stone,
Emma Stone movie. You'd like it. She's fucking the whole
the
movie.
Yorgos Lanthimos movie.
I didn't see it. I'll check it out.
It's good.
It looked cleaned up at the Oscars last
I liked
year.
it.
Weird. I don't even know.
Connor hated it more than me,
I
and
didn't hate it.
I'm
I didn't hate
usually
it.
the guy that hates that type of shit.
I didn't hate it. I just thought it was like okay. I thought the pacing of it was terrible.
Yeah, it was, but
You're like, why isn't James Wan playing poker with a one-eyed man?
They literally, yes, that would make the movie better.
By the way, me too.
If a movie, that'd be an incredible thing where you're like just a 5-minute break for Casino Royale in the middle of a film.
You know, though, I appreciated the fact that I had never seen a movie like I'd never seen that idea or anything. So
What's it
that's
about?
Cool.
It's
about
essentially Frankenstein.
It's essentially a girl that gets a baby brain put in her,
Yeah.
and so she's like a little kid having sex with. It's like a pedophile. Like
Epstein's all confused. He's like, I don't even know what to do.
it's another basically on. Hey, listen, I like to. It's a pedophile loophole. That movie.
Yeah.
The movie is about a woman that has the brain of a child who goes and starts discovering her sexuality and becomes a hooker.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So this woman jumps off of a bridge. The scientist discovers her body. She has brain damage. His brain is done. They take a baby brain, put it in her brain, in her head, and then she is now an
Is she
adult.
crying and doing baby sounds?
Yeah. First,
Yeah,
the
kinda.
first act of the movie is her just being like,
She's just like running around the house.
What
and
the
then
hell?
she bumps her pussy on like the side of a couch, and
And
like,
she
it awakens
realizes her pussy feels good.
So she can't stop masturbating. Then she starts fucking everybody, and then she's an actual prostitute for
and
a
then
lot
she
of the
goes
movie.
she goes to France, and there's like an hour sequence of her just having sex
Yeah.
with John's.
Mark Ruffalo has roughly like 15 sex scenes with her, and they're
Yeah.
very graphic.
Oh, it's the whole movie's very graphic.
Yeah,
This,
I can't believe this escaped you.
Yorgos is a fucking sick freak.
Yeah, I don't like that guy.
Yeah, I actually think he's overrated. But Poor Things was my favorite movie of
Yeah,
his.
I watched that Kinds of Kindness movie.
I heard it's a hunk
Sucks-
of shit.
sucks
I heard
shit.
it makes no sense.
It's like 4 short stories too.
Yeah.
it's dumb as shit.
What's his most famous movie?
Poor
Killing-
Things and The Favorite.
The Favorite, Killing of Sacred Deer,
Killing of
The
Sacred Deer is a
Lobster.
piece-
Fucking hated that
Lobster
movie.
and Killing of a Sacred Deer are worthless
They can
pieces
suck
of
my
shit,
shit,
in my
yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Suck my shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip.
Suck
this.
the shit right out of my ass, faggot.
That's on the
And-
poster. It's like Roger Ebert.
Why are we? It says "suck the shit right out of my ass," faggot in all caps, and it goes Roger Ebert.
2 thumbs down.
Wait, Roger Ebert died, right?
Yeah.
Of his neck.
His neck. He had cancer.
Is he dead?
Yeah, the neck
Yeah.
killed him.
Oh, okay.
Who did Hoop Dreams? James.
What?
Hoop Dreams.
The
doc.
director?
Yeah.
I don't know who made it. No.
Oh, but you love that doc. I thought you'd know James
I like Hoop
something.
Dreams.
Yeah, so that guy made a doc about Ebert dying.
James Naismith made Hoop Dreams. That's the creator of basketball. There's no way he could have done that. That's why that joke is silly, because he was.
Somebody
he
look
would have
at
been,
that.
Would have been
Would have hit
140
if
years
I
old.
knew that at all.
Yeah.
Anyways, he made one of the best docs I've ever seen about Ebert. And so like he goes to Ebert's like deathbed, and Ebert doesn't have a voice anymore. He's like jaws all fucking hanging.
Yeah, Roger Ebert, that fucked me up how
terrible.
he went. That
You could
was
see like
tragic.
his esophagus just
it's
like
horrible.
looking straight on him.
It's horrible.
Didn't he like try to make his own movie and it sucked ass?
Yeah, the Valley of the Dolls.
Yeah.
He just made it was a very horny movie. It was a porn. It was a softcore porn. But very good doc. I fucking loved Ebert. Him and Siskel were the best duo. There's nothing like
They
those
were, because they would
guys.
argue. They hated each other, and it was great. Great show.
That was the first podcast.
Siskel and
actually.
Ebert were amazing.
They were
together.
fucking funny together.
Siskel died too, right? Of like AIDS or something.
He got hit
He's
by
dead.
a car.
Really?
He did. He got hit by a car.
Or he was in a car crash. He died in
okay.
a car crash.
Car crash much more honorable than getting hit by a
Getting
car.
hit by a car is hilarious.
Somehow,
also.
when you just get hit by a car, it's just ridiculous.
well, you get ragdolled, and that's not like an honorable death.
Well, it's
you
just
know?
also like, what were you doing? Get out of the way.
Get out of the way, dumbass.
I am such a good like walker in traffic
Poor
where I'm like,
Siskel.
yeah. No, that was the great. I still go
Siskel and Ebert both taken.
take it too soon.
Well, then who's the guy that I still? Oh, Roper.
Yeah.
Fuck Rope.
I like to call him Raper. Because he rapes all my favorite movies with his opinions.
Wow.
Nice.
That's what I say.
I'm so much smarter than everybody.
I'm so much better than I'm a comedy god. Still can't believe that fucking Hitler is being interviewed tomorrow by Stalin.
I'm gonna. Does it come out tomorrow?
I don't know. Probably they'll probably put it out as soon as possible.
Did it happen already? No, I don't know.
Everyone online keeps saying it's Friday. Trump on Rogan.
Okay.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna watch.
What if it like completely changes? It like turns the election.
It could.
Yeah. Rogan is like.
I kind of am actually surprised Rogan's like being a part of it. Actually, a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's what are we like 12, 11 days away from the election? It's like.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I bet he got jealous of Schultz.
After the COVID stuff, I thought Rogan would be like, all right, I'm sick of being the guy that like completely.
Schultz opened the door, I think, for that. Because he saw Schultz do it.
Theo
Everybody
also.
loves Schultz.
Theo did
Yeah,
too.
but Theo's. Or with Trump?
Yeah.
But I didn't hear about that. Nobody was talking about that.
Theo had the best interview with Trump.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Theo is really good at unarming people.
Yeah. Because he seems retarded.
Disarming.
He seems retarded.
These words.
Schaub's getting you here. You're doing Schaub. But no, like nobody talked about Theo's though. The Schultz one was everywhere.
The Schultz one was great.
So I think Rogan's like, oh, there is a way to do this.
Schultz did a good job too.
Because Rogan sees him on Theo. Haven't seen it, but I'm guessing he's being silly and abstract, which is like Rogan is incapable of doing those things.
What if tomorrow the entire interview is just Rogan like showing him videos of like mountain lions?
Sounds like I could kill a mountain lion.
We learn nothing.
Yeah. He makes him eat elk.
We learn absolutely nothing. It's just Rogan telling like Trump about kimchi and its effects on the gut.
Yeah, but if
like, have you heard of Andrew Huberman? He's like, no.
He goes, Donald, you gotta like check out this guy, man. It's Ken Patterson, man. He's like black. It's like crazy, man. He like talks black. It's like nuts, man.
Because this new comic, man, he's stealing all of Louis' jokes, man.
This new guy.
Who is that, by the way?
Drew Dunn.
Okay, I saw comments asking about it. I was like,
I don't know anything about him, but I did see there's one video where I'm like, that's a word for word.
Yeah, it's
Louis
egregious.
CK joke.
I wouldn't normally call somebody out for having like parallel thinking, but it's like egregious.
And he's going insanely viral.
Yeah.
okay.
It's the whole same joke as like, what we have nowadays is magic. How, like think about like you're in a car fucking driving. Like it's fucking crazy faggot, crazy retard, nuts, crazy.
My daughter's a cunt.
My daughter's a fucking cunt, retard, crazy.
Yeah.
The whole joke is like it's like we are like little princes sitting around like waiting for our fucking And he's Rogan brought him up, of course, because you know Rogan should be held on a comedy Nuremberg
He's the arbiter
trial.
of taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do love Joe. But he
like how you said that. Like I don't want to ruin my chances of going on a Rogan. Like he's about to text Devan.
You know, let's get into that though. I have no chance ever of meeting Joe Rogan or ever knowing him, but like I was one of the first to ever make a thing about Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's true.
He retweeted me. He commented. This was 2011.
Whoa.
2011.
How many viewers was he having per pod at that point?
I don't know.
I bet
he
like
wasn't
50K.
It wasn't on YouTube.
It wasn't even on YouTube.
But the pot, or maybe I don't know. Maybe it was.
It must have been because you did a video where you like dressed up like everybody.
It was on some video.
That's true. It was. It was on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, it was. But yeah, I was the first Joe Rogan parody, and now they're everywhere.
You got K-Dot under your belt, Joe Rogan under your belt.
K-Dot, Joe
Diaz.
Rogan, and then Nick Diaz Nick Diaz favorited the video, and a lot of people were like, "You fucking motherfucker, Nick Diaz loves this video," and I was like, "I don't know who that is, but that's cool." That's awesome.
By the way, shout out Bobby Bad News. Sorry to do this. Shout out Bobby Bad News. He sent me a signed Nick Diaz glove, which is now hanging on my wall.
Jesus.
That's awesome.
Very sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool, yeah.
Just had to say it. Go back.
Let's go back to Schaub.
I don't know what we're talking about. Let's talk about Schaub.
Which is weird. I don't get it. It's this whole. How honest do I want to be with you guys? This whole social media thing, like Brendan didn't even tag me. Brendan, the big old pussy Schaub, crying emoji. Here's. Here's how I feel about it. This is just internet gossip, right? This gets him trending. He doesn't have a lot going on. Didn't get paid for the Masvidal fight. Probably doesn't know what he's going to do next. Conor, he's probably waiting on that. Conor's tied up with the TV right deal, so he's probably banking on that. He fought Masvidal, lost to Jake Paul, right? That's a big blow to his ego. So I guess he needs to do this to stay current. I retired 15 years ago,
Nice
man.
angle.
That being said,
This is the most no
that's
irony,
social
no
media.
pause,
This isn't
most
real.
compelling
'Cause
Schaub
here's what's
stuff
real.
ever.
Yeah.
ever
I will
seen.
fuck you up. That's real. I'm not asking for this. I don't want to fuck him up.
Wait, Schaub said he will fuck
Yeah.
Nate Diaz
Yes.
up. Wow.
Dude, they should fight. That'd be the coolest shit of all
That'd
time.
be fucking awesome.
He's so much bigger.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't think that matters to me. I think Nate
it-
Diaz
In like
would
a celebrity fight, it
destroy
doesn't
him.
matter. They're not current fighters.
I would take
No,
Nate,
I just mean like
Nate
a Schaub
Diaz-
could win
Nate
because of
Diaz,
that.
Brendan Schaub at the bar. Who wins?
1-versus-1. I think Schaub. I would bet on Schaub. He's so much bigger, and he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Fucking giant retard strength.
That is true. The dumber he's gotten, I'm sure the better as a fighter he's become.
Here's the big argument,
the less you
though.
can hurt him.
Here's the argument against it. Nate's been training every day for this entire time. Schaub's been retired for 10 or whatever years. He's been sitting around, not even really exercising. He's like in shape because he does Ozempic.
Getting fatter, flipping trucks. You know, it's not looking good.
Yeah. Nate
By the
Diaz
way,
is-
he
Nate-
flipped the truck by just like he fucking like
He
sneezed.
leaves.
Nate Diaz is at the bar. Nate Diaz is at the bar, and he's like, "Willem Dafoe's underused, motherfucker, underused gem." And Brendan's like, "I think he's used the proper amount." And they fucking butt heads.
He's like, "You're mad, man, because your life's like The Wrestler, directed by Darren Aronofsky, man. Except it's like sadder, man."
Because Lighthouse shouldn't be the fucking exception, bro. That's he should be in everything.
What's that guy's name? Dave Eggers.
Yeah, and he's making a Nosferatu with.
His name is Dave Eggers. No, Dave sounds too stupid. It's something.
David Eggers.
David Eggers.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Making Nosferatu with Willem.
Willem, yeah.
Willem's a great man.
Willem and Nicholas Holt.
And Skarsgård is, I think, Nosferatu.
I think you're right, yeah.
Who's Scar? Which one?
I don't know.
I think the young one.
Alexander.
No.
Probably his
From the
boy
Northman?
from
Billy is
Northman.
Skarsgård.
Oh, Billy from
Really?
Barbarian.
I think so.
Interesting.
The guy who plays Pennywise, the clown.
That's so I can't tell the brothers apart. Apparently, I thought
You got
I thought
Stellan.
one got jacked.
You got Stellan,
That's
who
the
was
dad.
the dad who was in Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Then you got Alexander, who is in Big Little
Whoa.
Lies,
The
and
hunk,
the Northman,
Tarzan.
the hunk.
Fucking Stellan is their dad. I
Yes.
didn't
Yeah.
know that.
And then you got
what a Lydia.
And then you got Billy,
Billy Skarsgård.
who was in Barbarian, and he was in
And It.
It. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never
Oh,
saw
fuck.
it.
He's also the new Crow that flopped terribly.
God, there's a million of them.
The Skarsgårds are all over this.
I
fucking
tried to watch The
country.
Crow. What a piece of shit.
I didn't even try. It got like a 1% on Rotten Tomatoes.
So fucking. The whole thing was a dream. That's the end of the movies. The whole thing's a dream.
Yeah, I'll
That's
tell you,
awesome.
Fucking crows are smarter than the people that made the movie.
They call this movie The Crow because it's for the birds.
For the damn bird.
I'm the greatest podcaster
We're
of all
comedy
time.
gods. Suck our dicks.
Suck my shit, you faggot.
Suck our dicks to all our enemies. Fags.
I'm not trying to fuck him up. End of the
Hey, you looking for underwear that'll keep your package cozy when the weather gets cold? Sheath Underwear has you covered. They have a 2-pouch design. Put your dick in one pouch and your balls in the other. This underwear keeps things from flopping around down there and gives you both sweat protection and an extra layer of warmth on chillier days. I wear Sheath all the time. It's pretty much the only underwear I wear. It's fantastic, lightweight, smooth, feels great, never rides up the crack. It's wonderful underwear. Get yourself a pair. I'm being honest. Once you put on a pair of Sheath underwear, you're never going to want to wear anything else. Build your own pack so you can stock up for the whole week. So just go to sheathunderwear.com and use code HATEWATCH to get 20% off your first order, plus Sheath Underwear's 100% money-back guarantee. That is sheathunderwear.com, promo code HATEWATCH. Get Sheath Underwear, support the show, support your balls. Support the show and get 20% off your first Sheath order with promo code HATEWATCH at sheathunderwear.com. Bye.
day, if he walked in right now, I
Wait,
said,
what was
Chin,
the Roger Ebert review?
You can suck the shit right out of my ass, faggot.
Right out of my ass, faggot. Roger.
Roger Ebert.
Siskel's like, I think you were way out of line with that review. We're supposed to be professionals. We're on TV. We're supposed to be the top of the line. We're leaders of the industry. You can't be saying that.
And he goes, Cisco, same goes for you, faggot.
He's listening. He goes, okay, yeah, right? Okay, you could suck this shit right out of my ass.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Just apologizing.
Oh, that's so funny.
It is
that's
very
so
funny.
funny to me.
Me too.
I'm like crying.
Because also Casino was bad. I stand by that.
He hated Casino,
Yeah.
right?
Crazy. That's a crazy take.
If you guys, if you're out there,
It was because it was due to the Goodfellas coming out, and he probably thought he was like just kind of going with the fact that like, oh, Scorsese keeps making the same movie. That was probably his thinking.
that is.
Yeah.
So it's one of the best. If you want to get into Siskel and Ebert, or that's just look up Casino, Siskel and Ebert. It's one of the most entertaining. They fight like they're like two it's an old married couple.
Yeah, they are.
We should watch
I always
that.
thought Siskel and Ebert were like Ben and Jerry, but like fighting over like movies
are.
instead of
Yeah.
ice cream flavors.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, they're two like old queens.
Yeah. Do Ben and Jerry hate each other?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, they're chasing each other around all the time.
That's Tom, and Jerry.
Oh my god!
It's this fucking chair. It's John's chair. Can I have that chair?
Joey, I've never seen you that out of it.
Wait,
That's not John's chair. You're just in John's spot.
Yeah, John's chair's over
yeah,
there.
but he's
a broken
infected
chair
the
over
whole
there.
fucking area, though, like straight up to the atmosphere.
John's chair's over there, it's
It's on timeout.
emblematic of the missing soldier or something. Yeah, you really thought
His office
you go,
and
aren't
this.
they always fighting?
Who are you talking
Also,
about?
that implies
Ben and Jerry, the ice cream makers from Vermont.
also that question implies.
That makes no sense. Why would they be fighting?
But I love this so much because me asking if Ben and Jerry hate each
they
other.
did fight.
I think Ben and Jerry have had their spats.
Did they sue each other?
Wait, are you making it up? I don't know.
I have no clue.
So that makes
but it's so
lit.
funny to me
Let me look
because
it up.
it's
Have
so
Ben
funny
and
to me.
Jerry fought.
It's so funny to me because that means Joey assumed I've seen Tom and Jerry before, and I'm like, do these guys hate each other?
What the fuck? It's their big thing. That's their whole thing, got it.
I watch an episode. I'm like, man, they can't stop fighting. They're usually best friends. I don't know what's going on.
What's their issue with each other?
The only thing.
yeah.
Next, you're gonna tell me that Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote don't like each other?
Hey, look at that. Ben and Jerry did fight once.
One fight.
I wanted really big chunks, and Jerry goes, it was more than that. Ben postulated that all our customers wanted really big chunks, as if anybody likes big chunks.
well, now
I
it's
knew
the
they
best.
had one spat.
So then the perfect reference. Shame on me.
It's a
Yeah.
perfect reference. Everyone knew that.
The famous chunks fights. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, in hindsight, Tom and Jerry made way more sense.
The chunks fight. The famous chunks
The
fight.
fabled chunk fights.
That's so good. But somehow it was still hilarious that we were saying Ben and Jerry, and you thought Tom and Jerry, just like John would have.
Yeah, I'm having John Braden in this chair.
I got John Brand. What if we leave today and Joey gets on a motorcycle and drives home?
Like, doesn't this fucking thing kick ass, guys? That's my
What if we
money.
go, wait, Joey, what?
I'm gonna mount this
Joey,
shotgun.
where are you going? He goes, yeah, I'm going to Long Beach.
Going to Palm Springs.
All right, we got to finish this Schaub shit. Jesus Christ, we've made no headway here.
Can you guys leave? Only one of us is gonna walk out unscathed.
And
it's me.
I wonder who's going to walk out unscathed.
He's such a fucking airhead. Unscathed.
It's beautiful, man.
Every fucking day of the week, 365 days a year, I will snap his fucking neck. I know. What's his fucking area code? 209? I know, 209.
He's actually so confident about it, I believe him now.
Yeah, I'm
he's
kind of on his side.
I'm just bigger and I'll kill him.
Yeah.
But
How good
Nate
could his
Diaz is a
cardio-
god.
His cardio must suck.
Nate Diaz is a fighting god.
Yeah.
And if he had good cardio, I would bet on Schaub, but his cardio is probably so bad.
You give Schaub 6 months to train. Does that factor in at all
Schaub's
for
drinking
you?
shitty whiskey
I'm
he
picking,
makes.
and he's on steroids.
He's doing fucking nicotine all the time.
Yeah, but he's on steroids, and he's definitely doing steroids.
Schaub?
Yeah,
Why?
just to be more jacked.
He doesn't look that jacked to me anymore. He looks like he lost a lot of weight.
Well, there's a lot of guys doing like TRT and stuff. And listen, I'm not talking about myself here, but you could never tell.
I like when Joey has more mic control.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I think we got to kick John off the show. This is like I'm kind of loving this trio. I like Joey talking more.
Yeah. Also, Brain Dead Joey is more entertaining than Brain Dead John.
There's something. It's a classic formula. The retarded podcast.
Ben and Jerry, the mouse and cat that make ice cream.
And then turning and being like, Connor, what are you talking about? They fight all the time.
They fight all the time.
They can't stand each other.
I'm like, you telling me the cat and mouse?
I go, Connor, it's a cat and a mouse. What do you think they're doing?
They hate each other historically.
Since when?
Oh fuck! All right.
I get all that. Very cool. None of that is real. Oh, but he did great against Donald Cerrone. Did you see him? Leon Edwards. I get, dude, he's had some great fights. Tough dude. I don't give a fuck. I'm 245 pounds, trained black belt, top 10 UFC heavyweight in the world at one point. I'm not out of shape. I'm a fucking beast when it comes down to, I know, I tell jokes, I do crazy shit, I made some mistakes. Oh, he got knocked out by Nogueira. Oh, he's into trucks. I get all that. Firing the kids. Silly dude.
Why would that be part?
Why would that? Yeah, why would that come up?
He's talking about all of his low lights. He's like my knockouts. All the time I got knocked out.
Nate Diaz has like a bunch of like goons with him. They're like, he's into trucks now. I think you could get him.
Time to fucking strike, dude.
Time to strike. He's into trucks.
Hey, Nate, watch out. He's an engineer.
He loves, dude. He got a new Tacoma, man. You better watch out.
Well, I'm a fucking mechanic, man.
You better watch out, man. He's got that new 4Runner, man.
Get all that. At the end of the day, the way this works, I'm not a civilian like the rest of his goons around him.
Get racist.
I'm not this fake gangster. I don't go looking for fights.
I know he's got a posse.
I know I'm tough. I don't have to get on Twitter and blast it out and prove it every day because I'm insecure because whatever shit he has going on with his childhood trauma. I don't have to do that. At the end of the day, I will twist your fucking neck off. Ask your boys. There's many of guys that you fucks with that I've rolled with. Ask them how it went. Go ahead and ask them. Very
They all
close
weigh
guys. Ask them how it went, bud. That's real. This isn't real. And the difference between you and
We're
I,
in the
Nate,
Matrix, man.
a million
None of
fucking
this
things
is
don't get me
real.
started.
Where am
But the
I?
difference between you and I,
It's super existential.
if you start crying because your brother who has
Did you say
CT,
retarded?
no
the
retired.
difference between you and I is if your brother, and Shane's a brother to me, if your actual fucking brother came out and started getting emotional, or if you started coming out getting emotional about your brother's issues with CT and fighting and all this shit, because we know he has his issues, I would support you, even though you've been a dick to me the entire time.
That's a good point.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's
Brendan is in the right here.
100%.
If
But,
Nate,
but
if
here's
Nate
the
is
thing. Nate
actually
probably
shitting
didn't.
on that,
Yeah, I don't know if Nate is.
I think Brendan's not understanding the reasoning behind Nate's attack. But yeah, I don't mean we don't.
I
know,
feel like it was random. That would just be a weird thing. But also, Nate is the kind of guy where it's like, CT's not real, dude, for fucking pussies. Like, keep punching me in the head. Like,
Yeah.
I could see, like, you know how there's like war vets that are like, PTSD is fucking fake. And they get like super.
there? Mia Khalifa.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mia Khalifa is a proponent of PTSD. She was going off today about that.
Saying it doesn't exist or it's real.
She's saying she's like really excited for new soldiers to go fight wars in the Middle East, and hopefully it fucks up their brain and they come back and the government doesn't care about them. And everyone was shitting on her about that, but I'm like, well, she made a good point. But also, you're a sick.
Wait, what
you're a
was
sick
the-
I might have
you're
seen a video, but I started jacking off immediately.
You're
I
a sick
think.
cum guzzling cunt.
Yeah.
Rat,
She
you
is.
fucking you raghead cum guzzler, you.
What a beauty, though.
Johnny Sacks like, I wonder what it fucking smells like under that rag.
Disgusting. Vincent Caratola's on Twitter, like, imagine what it smells like. Yeah, no, Mia Khalifa, she's just always,
Yapping.
she's always yapping her fucking...
I don't get what her point is.
Her muzzy
She
mouth.
wants people to have PTSD so they come back.
Here, look.
Oh, because she's saying her point was anti-government, but so she actually supports soldiers, is what it was.
No.
No, it's probably
It's an
like
anti-war
speaking-
Middle
exactly.
East take.
Everybody who is not in the U.S. military. Good morning to everybody who is not in the U.S.
I need some
military.
time
Good
alone.
morning
What
to
up?
everybody who is sitting at home and not on soil that doesn't belong to them, fighting a war for a country that doesn't care about them. I hope you go over there and get your little brain all scrambled up with PTSD and then...
Here's the funny thing about this bitch is that, like, wasn't her whole, like, didn't she make it off of the fact that she did an insane taboo for all the people that she now suddenly cares about?
Yeah, she wore a
dying?
hijab and sucked a guy off under a table.
But yeah, knowing those people, there was probably a bunch of men that, like, shot themselves in the head because they were like, oh my God,
Yes.
I cannot believe this.
No, the people killing her people find them to be more honorable.
So now she, like, loves the religion of
Yeah.
Islam and it's horrible that we invade, and obviously it is horrible that we invade and bomb and
Sometimes we need to. Go ahead.
support Israel and all that shit. But like
Sometimes a place needs an invasion. Go ahead.
but she used to dress up. She used to dress up like a Muslim.
Yeah.
With the head shit on,
Yeah.
and then take fucking cum shots to the face
I
to
guarantee-
like piss them off.
I bet you that.
So
that
it's
her
very hypocritical.
I bet you her porn has caused terrorist attacks.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
like how
I think if you ask like the average Palestinian, they go the most offensive things of all time. They go, well, one, drawing Muhammad, two, Mia Khalifa porn,
Yeah.
Yes.
three, bombing us.
Yeah.
But now
Yeah, I think I'm like, okay, you have to pick one. Like, who do you hate more? It's like this Navy SEAL who just killed like your brother,
Yeah.
or Mia Khalifa. It's like, all right, I like the Navy SEAL a little bit more.
And now her grift is like being a this real like liberal like fucking
Yeah.
how dare anything happen in the Middle East.
I'll allow
and
it.
I'm on
I'll allow
her
it.
side for the most part,
Yeah,
realistically.
for
but-
sure. It's just a dumb horse.
I am not on her side. That was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my
Well,
life.
you haven't finished it. It's even dumber.
Come back here and see how much the United States cares about you, Pookie. See how much they care about you when you come back with, oh, I'm so sad. I piss
Oh,
my pants every
come
time I see a
on.
falafel.
If this bitch was in the Middle East, they would fucking rape and kill her.
Yeah.
They'd throw stones at her.
A black dude with like a raging hard on is in the back and he's like, all right, Mia, back to work.
Yeah.
She
The
needs.
fucking, but like he's like what do they call them? The 5%ers or whatever. A black guy that fucks her would be like a Muslim, like who are the Muslim blacks?
the black
They call them
Israelites.
like 5%ers or
Yeah, that's where we always do that
Israelites
mistake.
or
I don't know.
No, it's like the fucking
2%ers or 5%.
I
like
don't know,
skim,
whatever.
Skim milk.
Don't make us
Muslims
look
or
more foolish
I don't
than we
know.
already
something.
look.
I mean, God knows. Who knows?
We know what they are, but we're not gonna-
Nobody knows.
No one knows. If we don't know, nobody
No
knows.
one knows, man.
I know, but it's funnier to play dumb and act like I don't know. So I don't
Stand
know.
in Manhattan. Let's see how much the VA cares about you. Let's see what they tell you to do with your little broken brain from going over to fight a war that's not yours. They're going to tell you to try breathing exercises because the U.S. government does not give a fuck about you once you cannot die for them. Once you're done, once you're a shell, they don't care about you. What did I say on Z-Way that one time? Yeah, I think that still stands as very accurate.
Maybe she has a kink for like triggering mass shootings and suicide bombings because
No,
I
just-
can't explain this behavior.
I just think the tone sucked ass, but I think that was like a pretty solid point.
I mean, I get it.
Come
Yeah.
on. I can't even. I don't
I
know.
didn't hear a single
what
word
you're
she said.
talking-
I was just rock hard the entire time, so I don't know. Whatever.
That was a so yeah, like
She's right. The U.S. government doesn't
Yeah,
give
exactly.
a shit about
That's the
veterans
takeaway, that's
that
fine.
have had horrible things happen to them. It's all you're fighting for mostly nothing.
Sure, that's like everybody agrees on that. Like even soldiers, if you go to like a fucking war zone, the soldiers are all disenfranchised. They're like, yeah, we know they don't care about us. I couldn't get a job.
Yeah,
I'm trying to pay for college.
It's still a
or-
gross. Yeah, it's a gross thing to say, and a lot of those people are like, if they're a lot of them are self-aware of what's going on. It's just it's an unfortunate reality.
Yeah, it's just such a dumb
And
way to
she's
articulate.
she's a bukkake whore.
She's a bukkake whore.
She's a
Yeah.
and she's brown.
Don't
What
get me
men do,
started.
but I wouldn't bash you. And this whole narrative, your entire narrative, oh, fuck the man. Bud, you've been paid more
Bro,
than
he looks
99%.
jacked.
He's like the Mia Khalifa.
He's a big guy.
of
He's
MMA.
Yeah.
Brenda.
How?
Brenda.
Because he's brown too.
Is he's like retarded and trying to make
Oh,
it an
sure.
entertainment? That's
Yeah.
what I meant.
Oh,
Where does Mia Khalifa go from here? I don't get it.
Tom and Ben and Jerry, more like Tom and Jerry. What'd you say?
What is Mia Khalifa even pursuing? What is her job? Just an influencer?
I think just that type of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
She might still have an OnlyFans where she shows her tits here and there. I'm not really sure.
Nice.
She still like uses her body.
Yeah. It's very funny for an ex-porn star to like post tasteful nudes when there's just like
Right.
gaping asshole porn of you.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah.
And
like yeah. Okay, so $20 to see your cleavage. I think I'll check out your free cream pie stuff on.
Yeah, I think I'll watch your fuck a fan video instead, actually.
wasn't her claim that she like only did porn for like a month?
She'd only did 12 videos, apparently.
Yeah, but that's a lot.
By the way, if she's
That's
so
nothing compared to like the other
If you type her in-
titans of the industry.
If you type her in on a porn site, though, she looks like she had a whole career.
12
yeah,
videos,
it
and they're
was-
all. She's one of the most viewed porn stars of all time.
she's like Fredo.
And with 12
actor who
videos,
plays
She's like she's like the John Cazale of porn.
every porn won an Oscar.
The Cock Hunter, the Cock Father, the Cock Father Part 2. What else? What else? What else was? What else was he? Cock Day Afternoon.
That's where I was about. I couldn't remember the name.
And then finally the Cockversation.
cock gay afternoon.
Was John Cazale in the conversation?
Was he Gene Hackman's sidekick?
Might have been.
I think-
he was only in 5 movies. He was in The Godfather, Godfather Part 2,
Cream Hackman.
Dog Day Afternoon, Deer Hunter, and then The Conversation, I believe.
By the way, I want to say this: if
The Cum Hunter.
No, I said
Cock hunter.
I said cream jack. Oh, like, cream Hackman.
Cream Hackman.
Cream Hackman.
By the way, I want to. If Mia Khalifa is so against the troops, a bit of a
The
hypocrite.
queer hunter.
There we go. The Queer Hunter.
Come on, let's go.
We're fucking
how did
comedy
we
gods
miss
here.
that?
Comedy gods.
The deer hunter, more like the queer hunter.
Also, this is this is too late now for this too. But I want to say Mia Khalifa.
And
So
it's Christopher Walken sucking off the guy.
And De Niro only
there's cum in one of the chambers.
De Niro only goes back to save him because he's like, it's fucking gay. What he's doing.
By the way, Khalifa is so anti-military. She served in Slut Team 5.
Fuck Team 5.
What did I say? Slut Team?
Slut Team 5. It's Fuck Team 5,
You're the
Joey,
king
please.
of porn. I love that you're the king of
You're
porn.
the one that got me onto Fuck Team 5.
I don't know what fuck Team 5 is.
Oh, buddy.
Connor, it's a team of 5.
Pull it
but
up.
Fuck. We watched that on YouTube. Fuck Team 5.
We're dead silent. It's the longest episode we've ever done, and we're
Fuck Team
dead
5
silent.
We're
used to
all
be
just
my
doing this
favorite.
behind.
But we're doing. Ah!
We're Calvin the animal. By the way, if you don't know Calvin the animal, check out our Patreon.
Have we said berserker mode?
No.
Oh, that's good. I got a
pretty
pin.
Berserker, but Berserker.
Jerker.
I don't want to play any more Schaub without you. All right. We should start getting diapers for the show.
Yeah. Or just like a catheter for John.
Catheter,
Joey,
yeah.
And we hang the colostomy bag up here. It's part of the studio now.
Like a deer head.
It's mounted with like a wooden plaque behind
we
it.
mount an old colostomy bag.
We have a wooden plaque with one of John's turds sticking out of it.
We make a fur pelt out of like their bladders. We wear it like a mink coat.
Like a Nora.
Yeah.
I'm all fancy now, you know?
Yeah.
I go, it's John Knopf.
Wow, that was a quick piss, Joey.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank
Good
you.
job, buddy. He's a pro.
Put those cans back on and let's watch more of Schaub.
He's a pro.
Okay. Back
The
to
fighters, cut the bullshit. You're no different than Kobe Compton's MAGA shit.
Kobe Compton.
It's all fake, bud.
can't talk.
It's
You're
like
not
his
fooling
own
anybody.
dialect. He's like
I've seen how the
Ebonics.
sausage is
Yeah.
made. You're not tough to me. I know tough guys. Tough guys don't get on the internet and tweet at another grown fucking man who beat the shit out of them when they're crying or they're getting emotional because their friend of 20 fucking years is having major issues, suicidal thoughts. That's pussy.
Good point, actually.
That's the difference between you and I.
Yeah.
Nate, you better not.
I'm
have
not
been
some
fucking
moron who
talking
buys
about
into your
Carwin.
tough guy narrative, bud. I don't give a fuck you're from Sacramento. That's your biggest
Sacramento.
thing? That's it?
What a way
That's
to put
the
that,
narrative?
Stockton.
I know tough guys.
They call it Stockton, Sacramento.
That's a good.
Those are fighting words,
That's
actually.
an unintentional diss. He didn't
Yeah.
even know.
No.
I feel like that might have been intended.
I love the reality where
Schaub's
Diaz
killing it here, by the
He
way.
is.
I'm like I've said. As time has gone on, I am pro Schaub, and I really like Brendan Schaub.
He's been through enough.
I feel bad for him, but he's been through way too much.
Some would argue way too much.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of these podcasts have gone after him,
See, but then here's the problem: is that
including us. And
then
that's
we did
sick.
one. It's not like we've
We have
dedicated
blood
a
in our hands.
podcast.
We did one episode.
We did one.
Raging Bappa.
And here's the problem, though: is this is like an eternal tug of war with Schaub in terms of his like likability. You're like, oh, he's good. This is righteous. He's indignant, and I'm with him. But then, like tomorrow, he'll like fire an employee and like call him like a piece of shit.
Yeah. He's acting like he has a consistent moral high ground, but he's like such a shit talking fucking asshole.
Exactly. He
Yeah,
always
from the
does
grapevine,
something.
we've heard. Yeah. These guys.
Not from
Bobby
the great.
Lee and all those people.
Everybody
These
is like
guys
has
are-
a bad experience.
None of these guys are really like great to the people that work for them.
Also, I have some real insider info. I used to be, and I still am, pretty balls deep on MMA, Reddit MMA. That's my news. I don't post on there, but that's like where I go for all my MMA news. And years ago, I would say like 8-10 years ago, there was a thread. Shaden Carwin used to post on Reddit all the time.
Who's that?
The guy, his friend that he's the guy with
yeah.
the engineer with the CT, one of the best heavyweights. He was on Reddit, and he like popped into a thread randomly and was like, by the way, Brendan Schaub is not my friend. He's like, the guy.
Oh, this got juicy.
Because he used to talk shit about, Schaub used to talk shit about Carwin all the time. Like, he would just like do like backhanded, like sort of like compliments, but they were just quite vicious about Carwin. Yeah, so Carwin popped in and wrote this big like 3-paragraph thing about how Schaub is not his friend, and he went through all this stuff, and Schaub like went through a divorce, I think. And Schaub
How do you
didn't
verify
reach
on
out.
Reddit though that person is that person?
It's known. I'm 100% sure. He would do ask me anything, and it was like a verified
Sure,
thing.
yeah.
But so, and also though, that's like brothers fight sometimes. They did spar together every day for years. So there still is an emotional connection. This is not a complete fraud, this whole speech. But I'm just saying, it's not like they are best friends. Like, he's sort of making it out.
Okay.
I also do like the reality of just Nate Diaz being high as shit on his couch watching like Brendan Schaub knockouts on YouTube and just being like, Brendan the big old pussy shit.
Nick's playing with nunchucks. He's like, it's fucking funny.
High as shit.
He's like, should I tweet this, man?
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
From Sacramento? What are you gonna do, Nate? What are you gonna do? Volume punch me, motherfucker?
Kind of good.
That's what you're gonna do?
Ooh.
What are you gonna do? Out grapple me? In what fucking sense? What world are you living in? This is the real world. Now, if you're doing this because you fancy yourself a fisticuffs, if you fancy yourself, you want to actually grapple me.
A fisticuffs.
I'm not hard.
If you fancy yourself
If you fancy yourself a fisticuffs.
Oh, look at here, one of them fisticuffs.
it's like he's somehow made it singular and plural.
He is. He's
at
like
the same time.
Ron
It's like a pronoun
Burgundy.
to him. I'm
Why-
a they / fisticuffs.
I just stop trying to say words that you don't know. It's so easy.
I know.
Stick to the basic
Fisticuffs.
vocabulary.
That's gorgeous.
How about we do a fisticuffs, pal? Okay.
Shoot your cuffs. Okay.
You get a hold of, pull the fuck up.
Are there kids in the background? Like,
And you can show
Sounds
up with
like
all
it.
your boys, do all that stuff. But what a real man will do is pull up one-on-one. I don't have a posse. I don't need one, bud.
I have no friends.
I'll
They
drop
all
my
left
kid off
me. They
at
moved to
fucking
Austin,
practice.
Texas. I'm not allowed to go there. I'm alone, dude. Come fight me. Put me out of my fucking misery, dude.
I don't have a posse.
I've never had a friend, to be honest. Some say I'm impossible to know, okay? Even my own family says they don't know who I am, okay? All I
got is Brian Callen. If you don't kill me, I'll kill myself, dude.
Even Callan only likes me for the paycheck, okay? I'm an empty shell. I'm a husk. I am a husk.
I'm a husk. He starts saying I'm a husk.
You think you can knock out a husk?
Sure, you probably can, because I've been knocked out a million times. But guess what? A husk will keep coming back, okay?
He is all alone, poor Schaub. He's all
Just
alone.
roll over, twist your fucking neck off, and then pick him up just in time, unscathed, with a Diet Coke.
Unscathed.
And that's how this goes for the rest of your fucking life, bud. Whenever I want. I didn't
Whenever you
ask for
want.
this. I don't want to do this. This isn't what I do. I don't like drama. I didn't ask for this.
This is not what I do.
Again,
Good
and if you came
podcasting,
out,
not what
I would
I
support you, Nate. I support fighters. Name one fighter that I've kind of pushed down. Name one. Ever. In the history of doing this for over 10 years, I only champion people. That's what men do. I don't have insecurities.
You don't?
I hope you go on to make more money than God do. But what you're not going to do
Wait, more
is
money
pretend
than
you're
what?
a tough guy.
God.
I know tough guys. You're not one of them, Nate. You have your fan base tricked and
Nate
think you're
Diaz
this
isn't a
badass.
tough
You're
guy?
not.
Yeah, he's losing steam.
You're no
here.
different than anybody else. You're a terrible fucking athlete. All good, dude. You're a tough guy from Sacramento. Where I come from, you're not a tough guy.
You're from Denver, Colorado. Your family is rich.
Tough's not making fun of somebody because they get emotional about their friend having major fucking side effects for dedicating their lives to MMA. Tough isn't getting on there
Boulder,
and tweeting
Colorado,
to people to get his fan base to bully him.
You want to talk
Cyberbullying.
shit about my friend that has major fucking side effects from listening to me speak?
His friend was just punching himself in the head listening to Schaub's podcast.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
They've got cauliflower ear from trying to not hear Schaub. There's shut up.
Just trying to get AirPods not to fit in his own ears.
Damn, this is getting good. He's really into it now.
Because no one would ever say anything in person. And again,
Is this the whole
if
rest
this
of the pod?
pisses you off,
No, this
no,
is-
he-
this
or
is-
you and
this
I
is
cross
the
paths
segment.
wherever it's at, you solo, one-on-one, you're not going to do shit. That's the reality.
Somebody needs to make this
The
fucking
whole
fight
Stockton
happen.
slap, I will
what?
fuck you up.
Somebody needs to make this fight happen.
I know, I
A promoter.
agree.
Now you get your
Absolutely.
boys to do the shit, to all that. That ain't real manly shit, dude.
It's never gonna happen.
But you and your fan base in Stockton, yeah.
You remember
look
it
at
all of a
'em.
sudden.
10 of them
He's
against
in
Yes,
Schaub.
I knew it was intentional.
Which is not Sacramento.
Yeah.
Stockton's not Sacramento. Stockton is
close, right?
It's close, but not Sacramento.
Yeah, so he's trying to like
Bullshit,
dismiss
dude.
Stockton.
You ain't gonna do shit. Again, if you want to grapple, I'll put shit on hold.
I need
That
a hug,
would-
dude.
I'll
I
start
need a hug. Come fucking
grappling
hug me,
again.
brother.
How else
Set a
am I
date.
gonna get a hug?
Let me. I
dude?
guarantee
I'll
you won't
it.
do it, dude. You're not.
Not for
that,
my wife,
You're
I'll
dumb.
tell you that.
You're not that fucking dumb.
Not for my
Your
kids.
handlers around you will tell you what would happen.
Maybe from an airbag.
That's if you have. real
I'll hug an
ones in the
airbag.
corner. I don't know if you do. You didn't get paid from the fucking Masvidal fight, so clearly there's a business issue there.
The last time I felt an embrace
But if you actually want to
was
do
the
this,
steel
Nate,
of my
I'm
truck
not hard to find.
wrapping around me, dude.
Grappling you,
Okay,
I
bud.
would sleep like a fucking
I got
baby.
choked out by my forerunner.
Asshole.
Dick.
That's a real tough guy. I fight cars, motherfucker.
A truck could knock
I'm not
me
hard
out.
to find. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you. So you get these ratings, whatever the fuck you want to do. It's not what I do.
Ratings.
And there's the elephant in the room. The only reason you're coming at me with this, the elephant in the room, CT is a part of the game. I get it, but I'm not saying I have an answer for it. I'm not saying everybody should be compensated. I'm not saying Shane doesn't have CT from playing football when he was a kid or wrestling. He didn't have a long UFC career. I'm not saying Dana needs to.
You
back
sparred
up the
with him
breach
every
truck and
day,
make his
full
life
hard
perfect.
sparring.
I'm not saying any of that. I was saying can we be human and figure it out and lend a hand out to him because he's one of the worst cases I've ever seen. And we can pretend that you don't have 15 motherfuckers you came up with like I did that are also suffering from CT in some facet, not in the level of Shane or the level of Verdum or some of these other greats or
I mean,
BJ.
people with CT have murdered their families before and their friends. I don't think it's the worst case of CTE you've seen.
Yeah.
The guy's sad.
I mean,
Carwin is.
Some people drive off cliffs or they shoot themselves in the heart to preserve the brain. It's like,
Benoit was like CT mixed with like roid rage, right?
I guess.
Yeah, definitely on roids.
Yeah.
But I think Carwin's case is actually pretty tragic. I could see that ending in a big. Not like I don't think he would kill his family or anything, but I do think that he is
Shane?
kill himself. Yeah, Carwin. Yeah.
And we can pretend, and I'm not going to get on the horn on here and say Dana this and UFC this. I love Dana. I love the UFC, bud. The elephant in the room is guys do have some issues. Not everybody. I'm not saying everybody. I feel like I don't.
It feels like this studio set up in the
I don't know
corner
if
of
you
his
do.
living
I'm
room,
not
and
gonna
his
get
kids
it
are just
on
like
here,
running
but
You
you
could
around.
hear like a lot of people in his house doing stuff.
Because the elephant in
know
the
that
room is
shit.
I run a
I don't know
daycare
if
out of
your
the
brother
fucking
actually
studio.
has it.
This shit's not going well, man.
He has some issues. I don't know if it's from that. I don't know you guys well enough. But what I do know is you're not going to do shit.
He goes, elephant in the room, man.
That I can
Both my
guarantee.
co-hosts, rapists, okay? Both fucking rapists. So,
If you
one of
want
them a
it, I'm not hard to
pedophile.
find, bud. But it better be one-on-one. Don't do that pussy Stockton stuff where you jump guys. And if you do decide to jump me, it better be more than fucking 4 to 5.
Okay, now you're being like
Yeah, now you think you're like Superman.
Didn't want to start
Two
off like
guys
this.
would
I had a
kill
great
you.
What do you think you're
weekend,
Jack Reacher, dude? Fucking
I'm a 41-year-old
relax.
dad.
Nate.
Father of
Right.
3, bud. That's all I give a fuck about. I put into them. What do you do? Search for your next big money bag? Some bullshit fight? You gonna rematch Jake Paul and get your ass whooped again? What are you gonna do? You're barking up the wrong tree, bud. You're a fucking praying mantis barking at a
He fought
tiger walking
Jake
through
Paul?
the fucking jungle.
I don't really think praying mantises bark.
You said you are a praying mantis
You're nothing-
barking at a lion
You're
in the
nothing
jungle.
more than a pigeon barking at a dog, man.
You're just a fucking parakeet fucking meowing at the sun,
You
dude.
just fuck.
That lion's mane you think you have? You know what? That's actually the a fucking rat mane.
Yeah.
You know how rats have manes?
Keep on squawking, you mountain lion.
Yeah, nice roar, centipede.
Don't make me stop and twist your fucking neck off. Because I just want to keep going. I don't want no problems, dude. I've never asked for any problems. This whole internet drama, I don't get down
Quite
with.
literally asking for
But
a
if you
problem.
fancy yourself a
Well,
tough
he is
guy,
responding
Yeah,
to
but
what he
he's
thinks.
he's
is
going
an
he's going
I'm
overboard.
sure
He's just repeating himself
CJI,
now.
Eddie Bravo,
Also, he's
10th
threatening to
Planet
fight
shit,
him, which Diaz never did.
Fight Pass,
He's saying
any number of them.
he's saying he'll do
We'll make us both an
jujitsu.
offer to grapple.
Why is he jacking off his hand right there?
But I promise you it won't go well for you, buddy. I promise you. It's just the way the world works, and that sucks for you. Doesn't suck for me, because I would never pick a fight with you. You're smaller than me. But you're probably walking around, what, 200? Are you still vegan? 200, 220, whatever the fuck it is?
Wow,
Still
slips
running
into
those
like a little
marathons?
gay bash.
You're not an athlete, dude. Anything you can do athletically, I will fucking wreck you. And that's real. That's the world we live in. That's how it goes,
I feel
dude.
like Nate could beat you at the old triathlon
Have your
stuff.
guys around you, feed you this info. No, dude,
I think he's quite literally an athlete, but go
no,
on.
Metamoris. What about Metamoris? You talking about when
What is metamorph? He's not saying metamorphosis.
No, that's
is
the
he?
name. That's the name of a jiu-jitsu
Okay,
league.
I thought he was getting into metamorphosis shit. Okay.
He's getting to Kafka.
Yeah, it was-
He's a big Kafka guy.
yeah. He's like that's like Kafka-esque, man.
It's the number one grappler in the world. I stepped in his world as a brown belt, and he couldn't submit me in any fucking facet. Oh, he didn't engage. It's his fucking platform. It was his intention to engage me.
Yeah, so we did a jiu-jitsu match against the number one like heavyweight jiu-jitsu guy.
In his arena.
And he spent the entire like match just like running away from the guy. So he just wouldn't engage. Right? So the guy like pulls guards on the ground and Schaub just stayed standing up the entire match, circled him. And then he went on like a tour going like, see, he couldn't do shit to me, dude. Where it's like the guy, he just ran. So that's kind of nonsense.
Okay.
In my arena, it would last 30 seconds. He would get fucking annihilated. The pressure's on him. Everybody wants to be upset about it. Oh, you didn't engage. No, I didn't have to.
I was under the impression that he's like widely known as like not a very good fighter.
Yeah, I thought he wasn't. I don't know. I mean,
In the
thought
heavyweight-
his biggest enemy was a forerunner.
Yeah.
In the desert, he couldn't make a left turn.
No. Yeah. I'm confused by how confident he is.
Well, he's just giant. He's fucking, compared to Nate, he's way, way bigger.
Yeah.
Compared to heavyweights, he wasn't that great, but he was still competitive.
Yeah, but Nate Diaz has just got grit and like has proven himself to beat some of the greatest fighters on earth. I mean, Nate Diaz is a killer and a king.
Yeah, but he's just so much bigger.
Yeah, but what is that? Nate, like on the ground, is way better than.
He's definitely better at
Schaub
jiu-jitsu, but Schaub is still like, he's now down to 245 or
You're
whatever
telling
he
me
said.
if Nate Diaz and Brendan Schaub were in the ring, you would Brendan would win just because he's bigger?
Full MMA?
Yeah,
I would,
everything. Do anything you want.
so Schaub's cardio, if it's complete trash, which it probably is, I think that he would lose. But if his cardio is decent, I think he's just too big. And he's black belt. He's a giant fucking black belt. Look at his shoulders. Look at his neck. Look at his traps.
Yeah, he's a big dude. I mean, Brendan's like very intimidating, but I don't know. Nate Diaz has just got that dog in him.
Yeah.
Anything could happen, but I think that if he had cardio, my bet would be on Schaub, and I'd give him like plus 150 odds.
I don't know about this. I feel like you're being really disrespectful.
I'm sorry, negative
to
150.
to a legend.
Negative 150. I love Nate, but when you come after my boy, Shane Carwin, you can't now.
Yeah, but we don't even know if that's what he's doing.
I was kidding on that. I just am giving you my objective, actual guess.
I had no idea you had this much respect for Brendan as a fighter.
He's just giant.
Yeah, what does that mean? Who cares? I thought
It
like,
matters. He's
does?
strong. Of course. Listen, an untrained guy.
That's why there are weight classes.
I thought
Right, that's why
skills
there's
and-
weight classes. So, like an untrained guy who's never trained at all, Schaub size, Nate is obviously going to kill him. In fact, he could get like a bodybuilder.
The fact that Brendan's trained, it's
He's
like
a black belt in jiu-jitsu. And he was like sort of in the NFL.
I'm kind of siding with Joey a little bit.
Yeah, no, he's
I say you give him 6 months to train. It's a good fight.
yeah, I think Schaub's the slight favorite.
Yeah, but what about when he shows up with his posse, motherfucker? I'll show up with a posse. I'll show up with a fucking posse, bitch. I got cinematographers, DPs. I got directors with me. We're making a fucking indie, bitch.
They're going to have to fight their way through Chin to get to him. That's his producer.
We're making the fucking Chin Dior. Winner of the Chin Dior.
Here's the thing: they go to square up.
That's terrible.
Truly.
They go to square
I'm a
up.
comedy god, Joey.
They go to square up, and Schaub's all alone, and he has an Avengers Assemble moment, and Tony Hinchcliffe and Joe Rogan walk through portals to defend the final fight.
I gotta say, I'm feeling an overwhelming amount of like
Respect.
love and respect for Brendan right
Me
now.
too, a little bit. I feel like it's kind of making me sad.
He's just all alone on an island. I mean, look at he's got fucking. He loves these trucks. He's obsessed with trucks. he's just he keeps flipping them, but one day he won't. And he's fucking just sitting in his living room somewhere, and he made a studio for the Schaub show, and he's
running a damn daycare.
he's defending his friend, which is like one of the most admirable things anyone can do.
his friend who hates him. But
Okay.
His friend who doesn't remember who he is and hates him.
well, he doesn't remember his own mom at
His
this point.
friend who is currently killing his family with a Bowflex.
You ain't him. You ain't
That's not
shit.
funny. Carwin probably
do?
listens to
Submit
this
me from your
podcast, to be
guard?
honest, in a weird way.
Well, I love Carwin, and I don't know who he is, and I apologize. I'm making just jokes off.
Is this just going to be the rest of what he's saying? Is it just this repetitive?
We'll see.
You haven't
Connor,
advanced in
relax.
15 fucking years.
He just said
You
the same
can't
thing,
wrestle,
like,
can't
10
check leg kicks.
Well, that's because he has.
Is this your first time hearing Schaub?
You ever heard-
Because that's what he
I've
does.
never heard of this
Schaub-
guy.
Never heard
so-
Schaub talk?
Nope.
You'd be
What are you
surprised.
gonna do, Nate? I'd love to hear it, bud. Nothing. You can do nothing. You might get on Twitter. Oh, Schaub, I would never. Okay.
When was this posted?
Look for your next fight because this
Within
ain't it,
2
bud.
or 3 days,
This ain't
4
even a
days.
Fight. I
Has
didn't wanna
Nate
fight.
Diaz responded on Twitter?
I don't need cameras either. If you want to just do
He
it
did.
one-on-one and not
Oh, he
make-
did, yeah.
make-
He
Another 4-word response.
He responded with, I think you'd be surprised.
That's it.
It's pretty good.
He did do the crime.
Five-word and an emoji, a laughing emoji.
But the first one was a crime. Maybe he was.
Well, he deleted that one.
Oh, he
Monetize
did?
He
it,
did?
Promote it.
I don't know.
I don't
Oh, I
give a
thought you
fuck.
just
Come in
clicked
here,
it. It
dude.
was now
We can do it
deleted.
on the ground right here. I'll clear this out. I'll tell my boys to get out. No cameras. We can do it like that. I don't want to, but I'm down, dude. If you need to be taught a lesson, I'll be your Huckleberry, and it won't end well
Wow,
for you.
quoting
And again,
Doc
I don't want
Holliday.
to do it. I'm chilling, dude. I'm living my fucking life.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've read Huckleberry Finn. Yeah, I know.
He obviously
I'm the
just
George
watched,
C. Lenny, man. Another book I've read.
He obviously just watched Tombstone on Hulu.
You good?
Whoa.
Are you good?
Whoa. Are we good?
Yeah, you are. You ain't
We
gonna do
good?
shit.
I'm about to
Get back
drive
on
out there and
Twitter.
kick his ass
Get back
right
on
now, to be
social
honest. He's pissing me
You'll
off
find your
now.
next real fight, bud. Go make money, and I'll still support you, dude. I have no issues with you. But if you're looking for one, I'm not hard to find.
I'm going to go kick
get
his
into
ass
it.
after this.
Let's take a little break.
Boom.
I can find where he lives.
I'm not hard to find, man. You can catch me begging for spots outside the mothership.
You'll catch me with my fucking hat in my hands, and I'll be fucking asking for change. Yeah, I will, while I'm waiting.
Brendan is he's befriending a crippled guy outside of the mothership right now, hoping he can get into the green room.
He's putting disguises on to do Kill Tony.
Yeah, he's
He's like Groucho Marx glasses on.
it's fucked up, man. You know, I mean, Joe Rogan supported his comedy dream, and then was like, "You suck, man." Mm-hmm. And now there's nothing. And
He
now he's
abandoned
not-
his boy.
Like,
Remember what he
is
told?
Brendan Schaub any worse than all the other people that Joe Rogan thinks are amazing?
Not really, no.
He should have Schaub out there. It's
Yeah.
it's fucked
He's
up,
my
man.
favorite guy in the Rogan sphere, actually.
Me too.
If I had to pick
He's the most
between,
impressive.
He's constantly creating fun and new narratives and entertainment.
He's entertaining. You can't deny that.
and he actually had like a pretty impressive.
I'm a pro Brendan man, and honestly, that all felt very from the heart. And if he's actually defending his friend who hates him,
More power to him.
more power to him.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm going out there tonight. I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And Schaub, somebody send this to Schaub, actually, please. Schaub, my name's Joey LaFleur. I live in Los Angeles. I'm right down the fucking street, bud. You know where to find me. Not that hard to find, you piece of shit.
Hey,
You fucking brain dead retard.
don't say that
Hey,
about
fuck
him,
you.
man. What's wrong with you?
I'm just saying, I'll kick his ass. I'm just fucking saying.
He'll kill you.
What are you talking about?
You think he'll kill Nate Diaz? Why would he not?
Well,
kill
Joey
you?
can kill Nate Diaz, though.
When I see red, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your skills are, bud. For where I'm from, you're not a tough guy, fatso. Go back to Ozempic and running your daycare, you fucking brain dead piece of shit.
Whoa, I don't like this.
You goon. I'm actually with Joey now. You fucking stupid goon.
All right,
He's got a body on him.
I'm
My
in.
boy's
Yeah.
got a body
Yeah,
on him.
how about that, you fucking Easter Island looking motherfucker?
Fuck
you.
yeah,
let's
we're gonna
fucking-
take you in the woods.
Let's run Kane back,
Yeah,
motherfucker,
We're
okay?
gonna fucking hit you with a Gatorade.
Huh?
Jump you in the shower.
I'm gonna crow hop a fucking Gatorade to your dome, motherfucker,
I'm gonna
okay?
drag you into the woods with my boy.
Brendan, I don't side with this. We love you here at the Hate Watch Podcast.
Blanket beat down, motherfucker.
Big fans of you, Brendan. I would love to take a trip in one of his cars.
Me too.
He's got a lot of cool cars. And your wife has a great fake ass. And she definitely doesn't embarrass you on a daily basis on Instagram. And they never post about it online.
Nope.
No one ever posts your wife online. Anyway,
The homeless cats love her. She's also another. They're perfect for each other because I'll go like, guys, back off to the homeless cats where I check. I'm a moderator on the subreddit.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
And I'll check it out, though, and I want to make a rule where it's like, hey, you can't talk about the wife, but then she'll do something where it's like, God, why are you making it so easy to hate you?
Yeah.
So I think it's time to take her down, too.
Yeah.
I'll fuck her up, dude.
Maybe once I'm done with Brendan, she's going to get a fucking smack.
All right, folks.
Yeah.
It's been another episode.
Did
of
some
Hey
great
Watch.
work.
Love you all. I think we did some good work here.
That flew by. Let's watch Schaub every episode.
I know.
Let's just become one of
That
the
did
Schaub.
fly by.
Let's
didn't it?
add him as a co-host to Hate Watch.
Yeah, that was like
Once I'm done kicking his ass, I'll ask.
this whole episode was like a memory of Brendan Schaub.
Dude, it actually really.
flew right by.
It was like the alphabet in Schaub's brain.
I wonder if we could get him.
At some point, we could.
We'd have to play dumb.
We couldn't let him find out about our episode.
We'll just delete that. Scrub
He's
that.
not going to do research. If I hit him up,
He can't read, dude. It's fine. He's
That's
not
what I'm
going to do
saying.
any.
I'm saying he's not going to be able to do research, so we could just be like, "Hey, huge fans. We're local. We have never threatened
I
to
would
kill
love
you."
to actually go. I'll go anywhere he is, and I'll be like, "Can I do an interview with you? I do a podcast. Love to interview you."
Yeah.
He goes, "Sorry, Papa,
Man.
dude. I'm fucking really busy."
I like Brendan Schaub. I actually like Brendan Schaub.
Yeah,
If you
me
try
too.
to talk
like a
to
lot.
him,
Like I think he's like I actually am endeared by him.
like a lot.
Like a lot. Like I love.
Like
I
a lot,
love him.
a lot.
I'm in love with
Like I
him.
genuinely like him. I'm not kidding. I genuinely like what I just saw.
Yeah, me too.
Kind of did too. It's just such a. He makes it.
The fact that he's not doing comedy anymore, so I don't have anything against him.
Yeah.
He just wasn't a funny comic. That
He's
was the
complete-
only
he's
thing.
completely out on
the
stand-up.
only reason I don't think he's doing it at all.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So, God bless him.
Yeah.
Good night and good luck.
Yeah.
Love you, folks.
Good night.
Also, remember, start of November, Patreon. If you sign up for the Patreon, do not do it through the Patreon app. They are charging more because of Apple. Apple is extorting Patreon. Do not sign up for the Patreon to the Patreon app. It will be a higher amount of money you pay.
Apple forces you to use Apple Pay, which incurs like a double fee.
Do not use the Patreon app. Go through the web browser.
Patreon.com.
And this only applies to people that are not already on the Patreon. If you are already an existing member, you
Your
don't have to worry
grandfathered
about it.
in,
Your
yeah.
grandfathered in.
Also, Cringe. Me and Ben Avery are doing a stand-up show November 2nd. Please come. It's going to be very fun. Tickets are in my bio on Instagram at 420 Naughty Boy. Would love to see you there. It's BYOB, so come. Bring a fucking bring a keg. Bring a bottle of whiskey. Get fucked up. Have a fun time at the show.
Those
okay?
are some of my most fun times. I can't wait for this. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
gonna be
trying
great.
to sell tickets for this this shabby little show, which is the comedy itself not that good. I'm kidding. Connor's King of Glendora. And let me just finish this. I was joking. Obviously, Connor's my favorite stand-up, but not even being ironic at all. But also, no, those really are like the most fun times that I miss when you were doing them at the BYOB.
I miss MKM. Yeah, so,
Dude,
yeah.
and this is a BYOB. It's gonna be
great.
It's gonna even be better.
Once
I
again,
swear to God.
November 2nd, 8 o'clock. Please come.
I can't wait.
Love you guys. Good night.
Love you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.